Hippo players, I just gotta speak from the heart. Okay, I need y'all to just stop. Okay, I just need y'all to stop. I just need y'all to quit doing this. Okay, it's getting on my nerves. Just stop. So today's Hippo video is really, another warning, okay? And it's really this comment. I'm throwing it up right now. This comment here shows just how often Hippo players fall for this. I've seen this time and time again when reviewing, individuals' games. And here's the issue, guys. One of the best ideas actually in the Hippo is to use a flank pawn and put pressure in the center, right? I mean, that's a huge idea used in a ton of different openings. The Dutch defense, the Sicilian, playing a move like c5, putting pressure on d4, playing a move like f5, and putting pressure on e4. But we have to realize in the Hippo specifically, both of our central pawns here on e6 and d6 are very dependent on the pawns on c7 and f7. Now, that being said, there are moments when using a flank push like f5 is a great move, as well as c5. But let's look at this particular situation. c5, I don't really think it does anything, okay? I have stressed time and time again on this channel that we need to go after the weak pawn in the center. In this case, the weak pawn is actually e4, right? It only has one defender. This pawn on d4 has 4 defenders. So playing c5 isn't really threatening white at all. In fact, it's actually helping them in the situation. They want to be able to take and break open this d-file staring right down our throats. What about this move of f5? Well, at first sight, it seems good, right? We're putting some pressure on e4. We're actually just threatening to win this pawn and take it off the board. But notice, y'all, we simply lose this pawn on e6. And that's really the warning of today's video. If you ever play c5, you got to be careful about a bishop on f4 because you can simply drop this pawn. And if you do play a move like f5, you got to be careful and make sure that white doesn't have a bishop aiming towards e6 or a knight that can jump into g5 and try to attack it. Now, that being said, in this particular situation, knight g5 is not even a threat because we've already played h6, but bishop takes e6 is a brutal move. There's actually quite a few different moves here that white can play, and really this just helps white in a ton of different ways here. But okay, I mean, I think the most simplest is just taking on e6. We're now just down a pawn. This e-file is going to break open. We can't even castle right now, kingside or queenside. Black here in major trouble over a +2 advantage for white. So going back again, you got to be careful about this. This move f5. White here has actually played pretty well, right? They understand that c5 isn't the best option here because they can just take and this d-file is going to be open. They've also put pressure on e6 to prevent f5 from coming into play. What do we do now? Well, there's a few different ideas. One of them is g5. I personally probably wouldn't play g5 here just because white can put so much pressure on that pawn, but I do like the ideas of a solo castle, such as king f8, king g8, king h7. I'll be making a video on that in just a few weeks. And there's also this move of knight f6, okay? Knight f6 going after the weak pawn, and at that point in the game, if we see a move like e5, we have knight d5, if a move like d5, e5, if a move like bishop d3, knight g4, continuing to chase the bishops around, attacking that dark squared bishop, and we're in business. As always, thanks for watching today's video. Let me know down in the comment section below what you thought of it, or if you have any questions. And as always, I'm wishing you guys a great day. Keep it real, keep it chill. Peace.